But he will take 6 months, 3 months,
You know what?
and at the end I'll get tired. That's what he told me.
Austin, God in heaven.
You know what? The issue,
God will judge you.
Mr. Sylvester.
You think
you can't curse anybody in this court. Let me tell you, Mr. Sylvester, watch your language here. Because I can charge you for contempt of court. You are cursing.
I'm sorry, man.
Is that what that uniform is for? The apron is for cursing.
I'm sorry, man, but you don't know him.
You are just disgracing. You are disgracing your church members.
Hello lovely people, welcome to Justice View with Justice Card. You remember the last episode we talked about the landlord and the tenant. The landlord sue his tenant that he has not been paying him. Even if he pay like he does not even care about paying him. And what actually happened is that when the tenant was packing into the house, the tenant was like, okay, this building is not good. He claimed that he did not see what he was paying for, that the caretaker or he just paid, and that was how he moved into the house, that he did not even see the house before paying. And that actually moved him to bring money out from his pocket to renovate the house to his choice, He renovated the house, and when it's time for him to pay house rent, he refused to pay that. He used a lot of money in renovating the house, so on and so forth. Yes, this is the episode 2 of that video. Let's watch together. If you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, please do me well to subscribe. Give me a thumbs up and turn on the bell notification by the side so that you'll be notified anytime I post a review video.
Be able to prove everything you say, and you were very quick at casting aspersion at his character. You see, Christianity is not about putting on this apron you have on. It's not. Christianity is about the way you relate with the next person, your heart. Do you understand? I agree with you. You could make that mistake of not having documented every payment you made to him. He did not deny that. But that's why you are having that problem in reconciling the exact amount before me until he was able to bring out this. It's there. 339.
One more thing, my lord. I don't feel comfortable him staying there again. Because he threatened me.
You need to serve him.
I already served him, my lord.
Let me have the copies of him. Show it to him first, whether you're saying.
He already has a copy, my lord.
He should serve me 6 months as yearly tenant, not 7 days.
Let me have it. Bring it.
He should serve me 6 months first, before 7 days. That's craftiness.
Okay.
You don't.
Okay, now, as at the time this was served, your tenancy has expired. So I need to
Now the landlord said he does not want the tenant to stay there again. He's going to pack out. You see? You see? If you are a tenant, you need to be smart. Every payment you make, you need receipt. Take receipt. If you say, okay, there's no receipt, bring out a piece of paper, write, you sign, and he will sign. If you say, okay, he is owing him that same amount, that is the same amount he's going to pay because the tenant does not have proof. Do you understand? I so much like the way Judge Fumi is taking this matter step by step. Now, he said...
If your tenancy is to expire today and you want it to start tomorrow, that 6 months, when you calculate it, must end today, which is the anniversary of the new tenancy. Do you understand me? That's the law before. But the way the law is right now, as long as your tenancy has expired, if I don't intend to renew your tenancy as a tenant, I can issue that 3 months notice, but it must not expire while your tenancy is still on. Because you are still a tenant there. But when your tenancy has expired in this case, You know, the money you paid had expired. He's only required to give you 7 days notice, which is what he has done. So I don't know which lawyer you've been talking to, or you are your own lawyer. But I'm explaining the law to you.
Okay. Your Honor, my tenant has not it expires by March ending.
Which month ending? This March ending? Yes. With money you have accepted that you are owing. You don't know you are only a bona fide tenant when you are not owing rent.
It's because I didn't come with evidence.
You accepted you are owing 56,000 naira.
I was dealing with him as a brother.
But you said, no, forget the 339. I'm even going to roll right now that, and I presume that is even 56,000 naira. Even with that 56,000 naira that you have accepted you are owing, it simply shows.
This man, I don't think is kind of smart. If you ask me, yeah, the man is not that smart, because Judge Fumi is trying to tell him that how it works, and the man, the landlord has already served him a quick notice. The man is saying his tenancy has not expired. You are only a tenant if you are not owing your landlord. If he asks you to leave today, you should leave today because you are owing him. If you are not owing him now, maybe your tenant want to expire next year, you have to wait. And he have to wait. Do you understand? So since you are owing your landlord, if he said you should pack today, you have to pack today.
Not owing. You have paid up. And your rent is supposed to expire in March. You are entitled to that 6 months. Then because you have been paying in bits, you are not even entitled to the 6 months notice.
Your Honor,
okay.
I really made mistake by the way I trusted him, because in the first place I told him that he played 419 on me, because the house he's a witness. The work I did, if not that work, the house would have collapsed by now. He's a living proof.
Can I say something more? Ma, to be frank, I gave him money for renovation. He didn't pay his rent complete. His agreement, we agreed that he won't pay agreement to me. That's what he used to do to renovate. I don't need to lie, but I know this is Ed. He's telling too much lie on me. 1. And number 2, the WC in his house, he broke it. When I accosted him of it, he told me that I did robbery. I should just get her from there. You know, he intimidates and tries to bully me. That's even the reason why I couldn't take him to court all this. Why I said it when I started, that he said if I bring him to court, he will take 6 months, 3 months, and at the end I'll get tired. That's what he told me.
Austin, God in hell.
You know what? The issue,
God will judge you.
Mr. Sylvester, you can't curse anybody in this court. Let me tell you, Mr. Sylvester, what's your language here? Because I can charge you for contempt of court.
I'm sorry, man.
You are not in the marketplace.
I'm sorry, man.
And with that thing on you, that apron, I expect the kind of things, utterances you will have will be godly. You are cursing.
I'm sorry, man.
Is that what that uniform is for? The apron is for cursing.
I'm sorry, man, but you don't know him.
You are just disgracing. You are disgracing your church members.
Order!
So anyway, the way it is now, I'll still come back to the issue of rent. But now we're talking about eviction because he has served you.
Your Honor, man. Let him give me like 5 months. Let me find that place.
Look at his reaction. I don't even have to talk. Look at him.
Within the same plate, you now turn things and I turn everything against me because
you threaten me.
From where?
Yes.
You
told me you're an Anambra man. That you show me that you're an Anambra man. I don't know what that means.
Austin, you can't.
Mr. Sylvester, I won't give you 5 months. Don't waste my time. Please.
All the money you collected from me, you denied all of them because I didn't write them down. Now I'm not.
You are begging somebody to extend your time to you. You are still saying all this. Sorry. You really have wisdom.
Sorry, man. Sorry, man. I'm sorry. You called my house your second house home before. Why do you?
Order!
Why are you doing like this?
Mr. Sylvester, 5 months is too much.
What's the maximum period you think you can give him? I want you to... Anyway, let me hear what you have to say.
I'm going to assist him with 3 months.
And remember, there's still another issue to address on the period he's giving you. Whether it's rent-free or you are paying rent for that period. So when you're asking for a period of time to leave the house.
Are you good? Mr. Sylvester, I could have left 4 months, but by June, my rent where I stay will expire. And my plan is to collect this one to pay where I am staying now. That is the reason. I would have asked you to stay 5 months, but I don't like owing my landlord. I told you. He doesn't joke with money. I'm sure you'll be watching this whereby one day he doesn't play with money. If I ask you to stay 6 months, I'll be owing him, and I have a problem with him. That's why I calculated that 3 months. Because by June, my rent will expire. You understand? I can say 5 months, you know me. But my hands are tied. My hands are tied.
What I'm saying, asking is that there is no two difference between 3 and 4. But I won't. I still maintain that.
It's okay, do the 4 months.
It's only.
Let me owe him for 1 month. Do the 4 months, let me owe him. It's okay.
Thank you.
Do the 4 months, so you'll be good.
Okay, so
Let him do the 4 months
you've
now.
agreed on 4 months.
Just do it.
Then can you give him the 4 months rent-free?
Rent-free. I will do that, man, if he pays me what he's owing me. 339,750.
You see, we have to be.
Which would be the 56,000.
He's asking, okay, 56, when do you want to pay up the 56,000?
Okay, ma. I'll give him in less than 2 weeks.
In less than 2 weeks.
So guys, at this point, the court was trying to calculate everything all together. But in the other hand, I so much pity for this tenant because his intention was kind of pure. But at the other side, I was thinking the man is not smart enough. How can you be paying rent instrumental and you cannot document every amount you give or every amount you spend? There are things you should spend your money on in a rented apartment. There are things you should spend your money on, and there are things you should not spend your money on. It is like that. Don't go and be doing like I'm the good tenant in this house, the most goodest. If there is something like that. And the court is trying to calculate everything. Then Judge Fumi pays some part of the money for the tenant. I so much love how Judge Fumi concluded this issue, because if not, maybe these two people, they would have go home and start fighting or and start quarreling. Judge Fumi paid part of the money. This is not just a court. It looks like a settled home, like settled people. I so much love the way this matter ended.
So the court will assist you to pay him 150,000 naira. You'll pay him 56,000 naira within the next 2 weeks. Then, within the next 4 months, make sure you pay him the balance of 133,000 naira. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Then I'll give you an advice. Based on the kind of relationship you've had in the past.
Hey guys, thank you for watching this episode. So the conclusion was that the court helped him to pay 150,000 naira. So that was the conclusion Judge Fumi had. He's going to pay the 50,000 naira he claimed he owed his landlord. So that was how the court concluded on this matter, and they all went and everywhere was okay. Thank you for watching this video.